I was gonna, you called me. Oh my God. You guys caught me on my way up, yeah, getting ready. Well, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? It's a great day here in Florida. It's a little musty, icky, wiggy, icky. Yay! Oh boy. How's everybody doing? Well, today we're going to do another one for you. And I still dealing with the paid subscription, still waiting for verification so that we can start doing the paid subscription. Guys, you guys can go on paid membership, and I want you to read that. It's a lot to read, and you'll understand the process that I'm going through. Okay, I'm doing readings for many of you who submit your little monies, and I submit your questions to the email or to the text. You know, um, that's a lot of fun because I don't know what's going on with the chat on Super Chat, and YouTube doesn't know. You know, these are the kind of things that happen to witchy poos like us. Things just don't work out the way they're supposed to, or you will get another opportunity that we never saw coming, and that actually becomes better than the previous choice that we had. You know, that happens all the time, and this is imperfect conversation since we're today going to talk about Neptune. Guess where? Sagittarius. Neptune in Sag, the sign of the king of the gods, Lord Jupiter, you know, one of the chief archons. I, Sagittarius, Neptune in Sagittarius. Mm. I'm getting ready for the summer. And I have this delicious cinnamon cocktail, you know, nice and strong and sensual. Okay, Neptune in Sagittarius is magical. Understand that Pisces is the sign ruled by Neptune and the 12th house. It's a double-edged sword because you have then, going with the same analogy, we have the, yes, poison ivy, like, ow, you know. You have to understand that Neptune is an outer vibration planet. It is a most mysterious planet in our solar system. We don't know much about it. Astrologers, Neptune rules astrologers, people like me. But Uranus rules astrology. The subject of astrology is ruled by Uranus, but astrologers are ruled by Neptune. So, if you want to know anything about Neptune, you're looking at it because I represent that energy, and we are different. We're not from this world. And well, you know the predictions I give in the videos you'll see with stunning accuracy. These things cannot be in the head of an average human being. And I'm not saying to be above average of other human beings. No, I still have flesh and blood and bleeding like everybody else. But it's the knowledge. It's the knowledge. The knowledge is not of this world. And as representatives of Neptune, because Neptune rules us astrologers, we bring information that's not even from the solar system. So understand how deep that is. And that's just Neptune. Now, let's go to the other side of the yard and talk about Sagittarius. Sagittarius is spiritual, just like Neptune and like Pisces. It's ecclesiastical, just like Pisces. It is inspirational, religious, just like Neptune. So one would say that Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, is exalted in Sagittarius. Okay? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Because you have to understand that these two signs are extremely spiritual. They're extremely spiritual and they're extremely otherworldly. Neptune in Sagittarius. We look towards the sky for answers. But like it says in the Bible, right, in the good book, the kingdom of God is inside you. The kingdom of heaven is inside you. The imagination, the kingdom of God has not reached the imagination of man. That's in the Bible. This is Neptune in Sagittarius. The kingdom of God has not reached the imagination of man. So we have no idea what God is. No idea what's beyond these planes. This is all carbon matter. Dust. Carbon. One day, I will return back to dust. And Fernando, the ego, as you all know, will cease to exist. For the soul to then go back in its journey in the wheel of rebirth and go either back here or in some other star system, either similar to this one or far remote. These are the possibilities that can come into the imagination just of the average man when you're born with Neptune in Sagittarius. Aim high, baby. Aim high. Because when you're born with Neptune in Sagittarius, you actually can. mm. Delicious. Delicious. Ow. Delicious. Delicious. Get out of here. The bugs, the bugs, the bugs, the bugs, the bugs, the bugs. This is delicious. Ah. But you know the bugs, they're already starting. And I got this delicious cinnamon, which I just cannot put down. mm. Mm. The beat just grabbed right at the right time, baby. What a heck? Oh my goodness. Now, put this down. Right, let me put it down, baby. Let me put it down. It's early. It's 8 o'clock, but the sun is alive and well. You can't talk about Neptune without the spliff. mm. That was good. Or maybe one more. I like one. With Neptune in Sagittarius, you have to understand that you might get devotional, inspirational, even visions and dreams. And that can happen anywhere. You could be reading a book, lounging around, and all of a sudden, you get this vision. And you don't know where it's coming from. You just wake up with this vision, and you don't know what to do with it, let alone understand it. When you have Neptune in Sagittarius, you can have prophetic dreams, psychic visions, premonitions. This is true for the most part if you have Neptune conjunct the Sun in any sign. But understand that as the higher octave of Venus, Neptune awards a beauty that is transcendental. Transcendental. What do I mean by transcendental? Well, I mean that it transcends material matter, it transcends even the imaginary realms of the astral realms and the other planes. It even transcends those. So if you have some kind of vision, don't be surprised if you cannot understand the vision. Because again, it's too transcendental. It's too above average or high octave. You might need to consult someone like a priest or a shaman like myself to help you interpret the dream, and I'll tell you what it is. But you yourself might be a shaman. It's very possible that with this signature of Neptune in Sagittarius, you could have ecclesiastical talents and abilities. There are people that have the gift of prayer and they can pray. Well, Neptune rules prayers, faith and belief without actually seeing it. The the function of Neptune, understand, does not employ the human faculties. I mentioned four, right? Emotion, intuition, perception, and intellect. Well, perception is out of the question. Intellect is out of the question. The faculties that will be heightened with a highly exalted Neptune in Sagittarius, or even conjunct the Sun in any sign in your chart, is that of intuition and emotion. Neptune is a higher octave vibration, especially esoterically speaking, concerning intuition and emotional intelligence. So when you have Neptune in Sagittarius, which is a number 9 vibration, it's already a high completion of the cycle, then that means that with Neptune here, it is being transcended to even higher planes, way higher than even the strata of spirituality as it is designed for it to be down here. Neptune in Sagittarius transcends that and goes higher. It goes closer to the actual door of God than any one of us can aspire to. Because remember, the kingdom of God has not reached the imagination of man. Yeah, they are biting me like nobody's business. The mosquitoes. They know exactly where to go. They know exactly where to strike. Ain't that a bitch? Well, anyway, having said that, let me take another split. Some of you got some questions. Let me take a look at some of your live chat questions. Neptune sides as well. Uncle Fernando, best ever. Thank you. Neptune conjunct Sun in Pisces. Oh, God. That's a rarity. Neptune in Pisces, that's a rarity. Remember, it's 165 years to rotate. Oh, my God. The sun is so hot. I'm peeling. 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 But you know me. I'm as is. It's all right. I know it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It won't remember. It won't crack. It might slip and not crack. uh, Neptune is Sag in the 7th house, and Neptune is Sag in the 9th house. Neptune is Sag in the midheaven. Yes, 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 yes. These are wonderful positions. Pisces rising with Neptune. Neptune in Sagittarius conjunct Sun in Pisces. There's a lot of you out there. I understand that when you have the Sun conjunct Pisces, the Sun conjunct Neptune, understand what that means. Yes, there is a difference between men and women when you have Neptune in conjunction. If you have Neptune, let me move because, baby, if I don't move, these mosquitoes will be the end of me. Okay? Understand that with Neptune in Sagittarius, there has to be some kind of renunciation. Trying to get my neighborhood here. Okay. Okay. Understand that with Neptune in Sagittarius, you have to decide very early that you are going to either be guided by spiritual principles or you are going to create your own doctrine and you're going to be your own law unto your own being, and that you're going to do what you want to do in spite of God. Neptune is Sagittarius. Okay? If you're born with the sun in conjunction, right? If you're born with the sun conjunct Neptune, you are going to be artistic. You're going to have artistic talents. But a lot of you might ignore the artistic talents. Some of you might not feel confident enough. No sun in Aquarius, Candace. We're still talking about Neptune and Sag, and I'll give a little Neptune or conjunct the sun. Since some of you have Neptune conjunct the sun, you're here to do something creative. I don't care if you're a venture capitalist or if you're a school teacher, or if you're a school teacher, hopefully you're teaching art, music, literature. Then you are in keeping with that conjunction. But if you're not, understand that this might cause you depression. It's not surprising to find people with Neptune conjunct the sun to be a little depressed, especially if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing artistically. There's always some kind of artistic talent that's present when you have Neptune conjunct the sun. When you have Neptune in Sagittarius, you have the same level of imagination. Imagination and creativity are relative terms. They both essentially mean the same thing. So when you have Neptune conjunct the sun or Neptune in Sagittarius, you are going to have a proclivity to be artistic. Listen to Uncle Fernando, because I'm telling you, this is the truth. Neptune in Sagittarius. Now let me light this split. Let me light this split. I never know where the camera is. I never know. The great thing about renting your own property, so you can do this in your own lawn and nobody can fuck with you. Well, oh, wait. You cannot enjoy a good split. Alright. Okay. Let's continue. Neptune in Sagittarius can also make you psychic. Now, psychic It's different than being a medium, a clairvoyant, clairaudient, being an astrologer, or being a shaman. All of these professions and tarot card readers, we all fall under Neptune. So I won't be surprised if some of you can read cards, do tarot card readings naturally, where you can do it for yourself on your own. Some of you can do it. There's some of you here who dabble with, the occult, and it comes naturally. It's like a calling to you. There's some of you that love the Bible, especially if you're very ecclesiastical, which is totally Sagittarian. You could be in love with God. You could be very focused on ceremony and religiosity. Whereas if with Neptune, there is a godity involved when you have Neptune in Sagittarius. Oh, don't get me that. Don't let me not turn Dominican here. Oh, Lord, Johnny Pacheco. Oh, God. Listen, it's summer. Summer's coming. So, you have to be able to, kick back. And with Corona doing her thing, Neptune is Sagittarius. Oh, okay. That was as much meanness to Leo I'm gonna give. But I gotta do something. I gotta keep moving because the mosquitoes, and as a shaman, I cannot kill mosquitoes. I cannot kill a living thing. Okay? When you're born with Neptune in Sagittarius, there is also a feeling of confusion and dissipation that occurs at the ego level, affecting the personality, where you may forget things, you forget objects, you don't have a good memory. You're going down the street thinking you're going one way, and then you find out you're going the opposite direction, and you don't even know why or how it happened. Strange occurrences can happen when you're born with Neptune in Sagittarius. Okay? Oh, yeah. Too many creepy crawlers. So understand that when you are born with Neptune in Sagittarius, it's not all fun and peachy, especially when you're young. Understand that this is considered to be a malefic, a demonic planet. Well, there are many demonic or very violent archons that live there. Because I told you that all the planets have life in them. They just don't look like us. Yeah, Also understand that you might not have any of these traits that I've just talked about when you have Neptune in Sagittarius. But there is one thing that you could have that you might not even be aware of, and then it'll strike and hit you like nobody's business. And that is that you could be a seer of the future and foresee future events that can come at you and hurt our planet or destroy our way of life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Please donate for content. www.paypal.me/thepeoplesastrologer, or call for a reading. 347-485-6258 for a birth chart reading or a tarot reading. Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that now. And guys, stay tuned for Neptune in Capricorn. Thank you, and have fun. Have a hooch and a split.